Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it, turn around.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Purdy setting up that play action. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make a stop over the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Play action now with Purdy. That finds Ayuk complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kyle Duggar holding him down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in by Ayuk. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and goal, Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First down, ball at the 36. Here's the pistol snap to May. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's May. Finds his man. It's DeMario Douglas. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. It's complete to Stevenson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. May now from the gun. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that he'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Purdy on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The 49ers take a second-quarter lead. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. To return this, Marcus Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First down throw for May. Got his target, it's Baker. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. May now. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. To the air yet again, May. He's got a man left. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not sure it ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Patriots pushing for a late spark before halftime. 49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's May to the air. Caught, nice gain left side. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. The give inside to Stevenson. And that hit stops him in his tracks. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Stevenson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run in with Stevenson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Patriots earn the chance to tie before halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. That finds Ayuk complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. To the air on first down. May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming. The
physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
May trying again here on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst-case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. A time the sideline saved him and his team. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's May. That one complete to Stevenson. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, headed right. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. May now from the gun. The catch is made in close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple yards on that run, and this sets up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Up and good from Joseph. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Pats will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going play action. May finds his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing is May. It is caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Renardo Green with that tackle. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Patriots with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead to start the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. Stevenson with another carry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. May now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Finds a big lane. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They're now set for first and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on 3rd down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the first down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give, McCaffrey. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Purdy setting up that play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They've got a man in motion. back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go again with Stevenson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots leading by 6. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. This from 48 on the left hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Keep it rolling!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Purdy throwing here. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Sideline throw is complete to Pearsall.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness that.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. To throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be dragged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Purdy on 1st down. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw by Purdy. Forced out to his right. Broke through the tackle. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's 3rd down now. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got...
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Patriots as they drop to a knee here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.